Interviews with Bella. I am your host, Bella. Tonight we have a very special guest. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Well, hey, my name is Q Love, an R&B singer based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, now here in Georgia, but a traveling artist of all genres, also a musician, as I play the drums as well and do a couple of other things. But for now, yeah, it's nice to meet y'all. Lock in.
Yes. So you're in Georgia now.
Yeah, and I'm
Uh,
coming to Charlotte Saturday. Ain't nothing stopping nothing. Y'all done called me, I'm coming. All right. That's where it started.
so you're originally from Charlotte?
No, I'm actually from Georgia, but I was born in California, so I've lived a lot of places. But I was in the Carolinas from about 2007 to last year. So I just
Okay.
moved last year, and the music, performing on stage, basically picked up in Charlotte. So I did kind of take a pause for a second, just pause for a cause, family, work, and everything. And I ended up having to move here to be closer to family.
Okay.
And I just wanted to start working. I just wanted to secure a job, but music started picking up here as well. So when I got tagged in the post, it meant a lot, versus if I was still there, it still would have meant a lot. But because I'm here and the
Yeah.
fact that I was simply thought of meant everything. And then y'all reached out to me. Like when I was an artist there, I never got nominated. You know what I mean? And I blame that on my consistency or whatever else. But I had never even gotten nominated, for the award. So to be selected to perform at an R&B showcase through you guys, and
Mhm.
I am familiar with your level of professionalism and your reputation. It just meant a lot. I was like, I'm there. I don't even know what I'm doing that weekend yet, but I'm gonna be there. So yeah, I'm excited about that, and I appreciate all my supporters and just simply being thought of and given an opportunity such as this. Considering you guys only picked 5 artists, it means a
Yeah.
lot. It means a
That's
lot.
because your talent speaks for itself.
I
That's
appreciate
that's
it.
that's where it is with it. When you have natural talent, it's always recognized. At some
Thank
point,
you.
it's always recognized. So
I appreciate it.
I went to YouTube and I found your videos. Wild and
Out across the
Ocean.
ocean.
Ocean. Wild and
Yeah.
Ocean. Yeah. I'm trying to fix my own handwriting. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good, girl. Listen, girl. Listen, I feel it,
so
especially when you see right.
how would you describe your music to someone hearing you for the first time?
Hearing me for the first time, I would describe my music as melodic, um, R&B, but with a bop.
Yeah.
I'm not like a falsetto sort of singer. I could do that, the slow, but because I like to turn up as well, you know what I mean? And I started singing in an atmosphere that was full of trap artists. I do like, a slow groove, but with a bop as well, something that the crowd can rock to, but also relate to. And it's more so dedicated to people that ride for you more so than a lover,
Yes.
more so than a love
Mhm.
song. So yeah.
So what parts of your personal story shows up more in your songs?
Um, Things I went through um in life. And I guess I'm relating more so to some songs that I have unreleased as well. But between Ocean and Wow, Ocean was the one that rode in Charlotte from, like I said, Who Got a Banger every week to um, they're gonna be so mad at me. Training Day. Ocean was the one that rolled, and that song was simply get dedicated to your rider, your friend. That can be your cousin,
Yeah.
your mom, anybody
Uh-huh.
that you can call you 2 hours away and you need a ride. You know what I mean? Whoever that
Mhm.
person is, no questions asked. We'll talk about it later. Whoever that person is in your life, that's who that's related to. Because some
Mhm.
people mix it up as a love song, but that person can be your lover as well.
Yeah.
Wow, definitely more of a love song. And I was in love when I wrote the song. So, well, falling in love because the lyrics are like, if you stay a little while, Stick around and make me
Mhm.
smile. Things can get a little wild. Like we can have a lot of fun then. But if you don't, I will leave. So it's just like more of a falling in love song. That one's more of a love melody.
So walk us through the story behind your two featured songs. You-
Okay. Oh, okay. The story behind them. Ocean, I actually had two people in mind when I wrote that song. One was a friend girl of mine who I could call at any time. We lived anywhere from up the street, and there was a time we lived an hour apart. But if we needed each other, we were there. She came and picked me up one time. I got caught up with this guy, and he was 3 hours away from where she was. I didn't know it. We didn't know it till she put it in navigation. But she came and got me. We'll talk about it later. You know what I mean? So, her and a friend guy that I had him in mind as well. So neither one of them were my spouses, or you know what I mean. So, that's where Ocean came about, and it's just dedicated to whoever, like I said, if whoever's listening to it, if you have a person like that in your life. And it also is a bop. The crowd really liked Ocean, and I appreciated that because it was just written pretty much in the studio. So, um, Wild, I was in a relationship at the time, and the beat. Both of those songs, the beat came first. I always say, like, I like the milk before the cereal. A lot of
Mm,
people, and this, they're right in thinking it. A lot of people do feel that you should write before you record, but I do better hearing the music first.
yeah.
So, with that one, like I said, it's pretty much just a love ballad. And with it being my second release song after Ocean, I did want to add more melody into it and more background vocals. Because if you listen to the two, Ocean doesn't really have a lot of ad libs, whereas Wild does.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it behind those songs for the most part.
So would you rather stay independent or have you decided to sign to a label?
I would rather stay independent for as long as I can. I'm not against the label, but it's a lot that comes with that. It just kind of takes away from your independence a little
Yeah.
bit. You have to conform to that person, to those people, to their schedule. I'm a full time worker, so I would rather stay independent as long as I can, so I can do the things I want to do, how I
Okay.
want to do them. Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge about being an independent artist?
Finances, finances. You guys, I'm just going to be brutally honest. You guys have given me an opportunity this weekend that I wish I had more money for. So you guys are you giving us a table, um things like that. I'm like, what am I going to put on this table? You know what I mean? I want to, I had thoughts of like, I want to do it big. I wish we could do a limo. I wish we could have a sprinter van and have everybody pull up. I wish we could get this big, I just want to do it big. So it's still going to be big to me, and we're still going to have a lot of fun because I'm grateful for everyone that has purchased tickets that is coming. But at the same time, I wish I could have done it a little bit bigger. Yeah, even down to the marketing and promotion. So that I would say is the biggest challenge, being independent.
Okay. How do you balance the creative side of your music with the business side of your career?
Career in music or career at where I work?
Your career period, because I know besides the music you have other things that you're doing
Yeah.
to finance your music. So
Yes.
how do you
Okay.
keep that balance?
Okay. I keep that balance by lately, since I've been performing for a couple years, um, take doing paid things. And I'm not just going to say paid gigs, but features, paid performances, and doing less of the karaoke. Now, karaoke will carry you and will get you noticed, but I've had to slow down on it for that reason because why would you come pay $20 to see me if I'm at such and such bar every week? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a measure like that. And not only that, having a supportive manager. I asked her if I could have Monday off. She was like, yeah. I showed her the flyer. She was like, congratulations. Because I have worked, I'm in the medical field and I have worked a job where I'm not going to say the manager wasn't supportive, but, sometimes they just don't understand,
Yeah.
and so I feel like that helps me to balance it, having supportive coworkers and management. Yeah.
Okay. So how has your sound evolved since you started singing professionally?
Man, I think that there's always room for improvement. And you also don't want to burn your vocals out, because they can go the other way around too.
Hmm.
But evolved, I just pay more attention to, my controlling my breathing when I sing, exercising lately so that I don't get short winded because I do like to dance. So again, this weekend, I wish I could have had some dancers on standby. I just wanted to do it big. But I can't do that right now, and I accept it. I'm just gonna come out here and give y'all what I got to the best of my ability and have fun with it because I really appreciate it. But hopefully at some point get some dances so I don't have to move so much when I perform. So just keying in things like that. And I guess after listening to myself after performances and on tracks, just knowing what I need to work on and working on it.
What risk have you taken creatively that paid off?
Hmm. What risk have I taken? Creatively.
Yeah, creatively.
Okay. I lost my car at the end of last year. This is just an example. So WoW doesn't have a full music video out yet. But something I did was the producer of that song basically told me like, hey, I know you don't have your car right now, but if you can get down here this weekend, and it was like a Tuesday or Thursday probably, but it was like middle of the week. And he said we can make you some footage, just to average, just to market and promote the song.
Mhm.
Wow. So fast forward, I got on Greyhound. I was like, let me see. And fast forward, I was on the Greyhound bus and I was there. And we not only just did promotional material for the song, but we actually ended up creating a whole music video. And that Greyhound trip was not smooth at all. Between going there and back, we got stuck on the side of the road. We
Mm.
got stuck at a gas station, and I'm by myself. I didn't have nobody travel with me. I just went off on a limb because I had the time. I had, some funds. I just didn't have a car. But to me, that was a golden opportunity. And he's near Charlotte as well, so he's in South Carolina. So I'm just like, that's one risk that I took, and it paid off.
And it
So
definitely paid off. It did.
and I'm so excited. And we'll be releasing that very soon. So there are other things I just can't think of right now, but that's my latest example.
That's
Yeah.
a wonderful example.
Oh my God, Greyhound in Atlanta, highly not recommended. Like there was a fight, somebody passed out. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
you wanted to do this. You ain't think this through. You just did it. But it paid off. It did. And I was able to get around while I was there because that was a risk as well. I can get
Yeah,
there, but how am I gonna get around when I'm asleep? Everything worked out. So
that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
thank you.
What other things inspire you outside of your music?
My nieces and nephews. My brother, he was in music before he passed in 2013. He was hit by a car. His name was Daniel Muhammad, but he was popular here in Macon. And he did artistry, like he would stop you, he would jump in my video right now and give you a point. Like he would just stop people outside of the road. He had confidence that I don't have. It's 1,000 times mine. But when he was doing his music, I was younger. So he passed away 2013. So I was a lot younger and I was dancing at that time. So the fact that he's passed and he didn't get to see this, I feel like, of course, he's with me spiritually, but he would have been so proud of me. And I'm not gonna lie, if he was here, he would be telling everybody, my sister can sing, my sister can sing. Like he was just a fast talking, fast moving, nothing stopped him, energetic poet. But the fact that he did that and I'm doing it now, that keeps me going. And my nieces and nephews, I don't have kids, so they my babies, and I'm watching them get involved in different activities, starting to do cycling, modeling, haircutting, all this stuff that they're doing. I want to pave the way for them.
Yeah.
So when people see them, that's Q Love's niece, that's Q Love's nephew. And not only that, they're representing to a point where they start to make me feel like I ain't doing enough. I'm like, oh my God, like they about to make me stop just trying to keep up with them. So them, my family, my mom, she taught me everything I know. from singing, drumming, everything I know how to do, she taught me. So I guess you could say family.
Yeah. What do you hope people feel when they hear your music? Oh, did she go out? Oh, she might pop back in. Okay, you guys said she popped back in. You can see her live on Saturday, April the 4th at Heights Brewery for the Queen City R&B concert. She will be one of the performers there. It starts at 7 and it's 1030 Woodward Avenue. Oh, so, okay. I guess we'll talk till she come back. It's at 1030 Woodward Avenue at Heights Brewery. That'll be where she's at live with a few other artists that will be there performing. Guess we'll go through a couple of announcements and see what else we have. We also have the Family Day coming up and the Healthy Kids Day at the YMCA on West Boulevard. It's our Healthy Kids Day. It's coming this April, and our Family Day will be at Heights, I think. Thanks. And we also have a part 2 of the 80s and 90s party that's coming up soon. Also, all of these will be on my Facebook page, which is Bella Lace Prez, and also on the Connected Radio Station Facebook page. Um, you can see all of those there. Hi, honey, you
I'm
back?
so sorry. I should put my phone on do not disturb. I think I spoke my mama up. She started calling. But I don't know how much more time we have, but sorry for the interruption.
That's fine. I just let them know where they can find you at.
Absolutely. Instagram is Q Love, Facebook Quadira Love.
Yeah, and
Primarily
Saturday
Facebook.
you'll be live singing.
Yeah, 8 p.m.
Um,
8 p.m. at the Heights Brewery. Y'all pop out.
yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Have you ever ooh, have your fans ever shared a story about your music that stuck with you?
Um, yes. Now, one I can think of. Have they ever shared a story about my music that stuck with me?
Yeah, have somebody ever seen you and been like, "Oh my God, you got me through this," or "Your song got me through"?
Okay, yes. I cannot think of one directly, but I do have messages on Instagram.
Hmm.
Yes. I'm gonna say yes. I just can't tell you exactly what they said, but I do have messages on Instagram about that. Yes, ma'am. That's very inspiring as well.
It is. It lets you know your music not in vain, and it's people who really are, listening.
Hmm. Hmm.
How do
Yeah.
you how do you build and maintain a genuine connection with your audience?
I just let them know what's going on. And I try to stay in touch with my supporters and give back. So one of the things that I did, I went back to the post where they tagged me prior to this event, for this event, and the ones that I saw tag my name, I paid for their ticket.
Oh, that's
So that was one
amazing.
of the things that I did,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was able, you know.
Her phone ringing, y'all. I think that's what that is. Oh, we're gonna try to. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. So we. I think she coming back. Oh.
All right, sorry about that. I'm glad it came back though. Last time I had to leave all the way out and come all the way back in. But I just put my phone on do not disturb. Sorry, but I thought I did that first time. I don't know why it still came through, but um, I think she has a passageway. My mom, so you have those lists of contacts that they can still get through. I think
Uh-huh.
that's what it is. Because I'm like, why is it still coming through? I see the moon at the top of my phone, but um, you had asked okay about the artist, and then what was your last question?
My last question was, how do you build and maintain a genuine
Oh
connection
yeah.
with your audience?
Yeah, so ways like that. And then I actually have started writing down my supporters, like people that say, let me know your next show, or so sorry I couldn't make this one. I've actually
Mhm.
had those people on a list so that I can keep them in the know. So now I have like a Georgia list, and now I have like a
Mhm.
North Carolina list. So it's pretty cool. So when this show came up, I was just kind of reaching out to everybody, that told me to let them know, and things like that. So I just try to keep recognition of those faces of people that support
Yeah.
me, because people can fade, and I hate going back and being like, man, I should have invited you, man, I should have told you, because sometimes it's
Yeah.
me, like, you know what, I forgot, I'll tell you next time, so just trying to keep that one-on-one communication as much as I can.
Where do you think R&B is headed right now?
I think if we don't catch it, it's getting very sporadic.
Yeah.
Should I mention AI? Should I mention
Yeah.
So I feel like we just, those true artists with those true voices, speaking real messages, we just gotta
Mhm.
stay on it. We just gotta stay on it. Let
Yeah.
our supporters know that we are still here despite everything that is going on, and people that are just jumping in it to see what it's like. Because you
Mhm.
have genuine artists, and you have some people that just want to do it just to try it out. Never had
Mhm.
an interest in it. And then you got this AI thing going on now. So I think if we just have to stay true to ourselves. So if we catch it, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going so many directions, too many to name. Like, yeah, yeah.
Because the AI is popular too.
Oh my God, keep your ears open. Try to identify what's real and what's fake. Y'all keep doing these interviews so y'all can see who real and who fake. Y'all,
Mhm.
we just gotta hold on to it. Gotta say, keep hip hop alive, keep R&B alive.
Yes, for real.
Yes.
How do you continue to stand out in a genre with so many emerging artists?
I just stay myself. I just get out there and I just be myself. I take myself to the shower or to my living room, and I just give it
Mhm.
what I got. I used to be phased by looks on people's faces and things like that, but you might be looking at somebody who's just giving you a bland look, but the person that's paying attention to you might be in the bathroom and they can just hear you. So
Mhm.
I've learned to just give it what I got, regardless of the expression on somebody's face, or if I think crowd ain't doing enough, I just learned to give it what I got. Because there are times that I thought the crowd was dead, and five people came up to me after. You know what I mean? And it can be vice versa as well. But just give it what I got and just be myself. Yeah.
Are there any current trends in music you love or want to push against?
Um, Trends? Not really, because I want to do so many things. I want to play with country, because Tennessee Whiskey's got me on the wave.
Yeah,
I
I
thought about
love
performing that to
Tennessee
you guys. Oh
whiskey.
my
Oh
God, but
my
that just
God,
opens up my country
girl.
door. But gospel is always going to be there. Sometimes it slip out in the R&B a little bit. I gotta catch it.
Mhm.
Um, but otherwise, just dances. I guess I do like keeping up with the dances that come out, whether it's R&B, hip hop, whatever. And I would like to have a couple dances to my songs. So if anything, maybe just dances with the songs. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
What's one
yeah.
moment
That's what
in
I
your
got.
career so far that felt like a learning point for you?
Um, a moment in my career that felt like a learning
Learning point.
point. I'm trying to think of something else, but the first thing that came to mind was dating. Yeah. You know, at first, I was new to it. You know what I mean? And I fell into, like, maybe a pit hole. You don't really know what people's true intentions are.
Yeah.
They want to take you to the studio, but they might want to take you out to eat for real.
Hmm.
So um that, and so I started dating in music, and I thought, okay, you know what, maybe this is better, and it wasn't forced, it was just, it kind of happened, and I felt like, okay, maybe this is better because it kind of keeps guys off of me, you know what I mean, or it keeps those true people with true intentions to come to
Yeah.
me, and the ones that don't have good true intentions away from me. But then what that did was slow me down. you know. Now that's not the other person's fault, but it can be a distraction.
Yeah.
So it just kind of taught me that, if I decide to date again, um, just to stay focused.
Hmm.
So I would say first answer I have to think of was dating. Just staying focused in the midst of distraction. Yeah.
What are you currently working on that excites you the most?
Well, I'm not done with the WoW video, so working on that when I come back down there. More photos, releasing some of the songs that I got in the basement, y'all. I just be so picky, like, I want to get back in the studio and do this to it. I want to do that to it. So I'm just excited about releasing more music. I actually have enough for like an album at this point, but I'm just focused on a couple singles right now, primarily WoW. So finishing up that video, releasing it, and releasing my other songs.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. So your other songs, do they have more of like a smooth melody, or are they more hip hop ish, or do you have a mix of
a
a little bit
mix,
of everything?
a mix.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
hmm yeah. Slow and fast. Some sing-alongs, some just listen. So yeah, yeah. So definitely a mix. Yeah.
Where do you see yourself career wise in the next 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years career-wise. I like my job, as far as where I work in the medical field. So I do see myself advanced in that field because you do want to
Mhm.
keep that job security. But
Yeah.
as far as music, I see myself traveling. I see
Okay.
myself traveling and I see myself doing everything I want to do. Right now, I'm trying to do it one at a time, but I do have experience in drumming and I do have experience in modeling. And I've recently started hosting. So
Oh,
all these doors are opening, and I just see things coming together. I just see things coming together and me attracting like minded people, like talented people and us just putting on shows all over the world. So I see that.
all
Yeah.
right. Which do you love more, the studio or the stage?
Oh man, the stage.
The stage.
That's a hard question though. But the stage, I mean, because you can do something in the studio, but when you perform it, oh man, it's a different feeling, it's a different element, and you get to just pretty much present what you've been working on. It's like
Hmm.
an assignment. You're working on a project, and now you get to present it to the world. And like I said, staying independent, you do it how you want to do it. So and you just come up with more ideas as you go along and meet more people and go more places,
Yeah.
so and do more things. When I was asked to host just last year, I'm like, you want me to host? I'm like, me, you meant to call me. So but now I've done it a few times now. So it just opens doors and it's a fun element for me, especially coming working in a professional environment. The music is an environment where I get to be myself, so yeah, well fully myself. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so which would you pick to write? Love songs or heartbreak anthems?
I've been on this love song wave, right? But I heard the heartbreak anthems is where it's at. Not only that, when I hone in and I think about Mary J. Blige and
Yes.
Keisha Cole, I'm like, well, that make a lot of sense,
Yeah.
So I think it's just when I'm heartbroken, I'm just mad, and people like
Mhm.
you need to write. I'm too mad, like I want to do something else. So but I think I'm gonna venture into that lane as well because I got some stuff to get off my chest. I got a couple people to say something to and be
Mhm.
heard because I ain't gonna call them. They gonna hear it in my song. Yeah. Yeah. So
So it's the
both, but
heartbreak
I'm a
anthems for you.
yeah, and a lot of women can relate, and I'm one of them.
Yes.
Those songs,
Hmm.
11 years, like mine might not be 11, but them 3 years I gave you, like, yeah, them heartbreak anthems do speak volumes. They are a little louder. Yeah.
Girl, listen. I be singing that song too. It don't be 11 years, but it be feeling like it for
Yeah, them
real.
11 months I gave you. Let me tell you, 11 days. Yeah, you should get me on, wasting my time and energy.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna dip into that. That's so funny you asked me that because me and my one of my managers was just talking about that. Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
these
I
love
can
songs cute, but
for real. them might
yeah.
them might be the songs for the summer, girl.
Hey, we gonna see.
So which is better for you, late night vibes or daytime grooves?
I am a night owl, so we're
Yeah,
gonna say
night
late night vibes. Yes, yes, for whatever reason. Come alive at nighttime, so the music just fits right in.
yeah. That's when
Yeah.
you think more at nighttime.
Yeah, and I've been like that since a student. Like if I have an essay due, 5 pages, whatever, I lock in better at nighttime. I guess because there are less distractions and
Yeah.
less tasks to do. It maybe I'm just more free in my brain at night too. Maybe that's what it is.
Hmm.
But yeah, nighttime for sure.
Okay, so what's your favorite song you sing every morning to get your day started?
mm, Sing every morning. That would be, I guess, more gospel. Yesterday, Mary Mary.
Yes, I
That's just
love
one. There's
that
so many.
song.
There's so many, but we're gonna say that one for now. Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Mine, mine is it's crazy because it's Mary Mary song, but it's the Sunday morning one.
It
The one
is.
and
But you know
it
what's
could
funny? Go ahead, and I'm gonna say this after you done.
it could be
Wow.
any day of the week, but that song, I guess I don't even think about it saying Sunday morning. It's just the get up and go song.
Yeah, and shackles off my feet, heaven.
Yeah.
But you just asked me about heartache and love songs, and the first words, I had enough heartache.
Woo, that one.
Yeah, yeah, and that song ain't gonna die.
It's
And you
not.
could sing it for almost anything. But and I just thought I actually sang that song over a gravesite as well. So it can be put in so many settings. That song. Yeah, yeah.
That song is beautiful. Oh,
It
that
is.
song is beautiful.
It is. It is. That one you got to sing it just like it is. You can't do too much. You got just like it
Mhm.
is.
Has music
Yeah.
ever helped you through a difficult situation?
Yes. I have a hurt playlist. I have a love playlist. I have a turn up playlist. I have a trap playlist. And whatever mood I'm in, it gets me through. Yes, it does. It always has, even before I got
Mhm.
into it. So yes, it does.
I think I got them kind, but it's like when you put stuff in like your Spotify or your Pandora, it kind of
Hmm.
knows your mood from them first couple of songs you be
Hmm.
requesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm a quick Shazammer now. If I'm out and something hit, I'm a Shazam and I'm gonna categorize where I want to put it. I got a vibe playlist. Yeah, I got a gospel playlist. So
Uh-huh.
definitely, yes, it does. If I want to celebrate something, I just got a raise recently on my job. I was on a gospel. I was on a gospel run when I got my new car, which I just got this year. I was on a gospel run. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
um, yeah, it definitely. And if I'm hurt, that hurt playlist comes in handy because I feel like feed those emotions. Because if you try to
Yes.
hold them,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna be hurting yourself, or you're gonna pour it into the wrong bowl. You're
Mhm.
gonna end up telling your coworker all your business, or you're gonna end up, whatever the case. You just need to
Mhm.
feed those emotions more so in your alone time. But it does help me
Yeah.
to do that. Yeah.
Mhm. What sacrifices that you're comfortable talking about have you made to pursue the musical journey you're on?
Um, Being single. Um, let's see. Moving.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, I didn't. And this was a move of faith. Family too, but more so faith because family wasn't a strong enough pull. It was like, well, I'm okay. I got my job, I got my car, I got my place. I don't need to move right now.
Mhm.
But when I did, um, after the pulls that I got. My car had got broken into twice when I was in my last apartment in Charlotte. I'm talking about it got broken into one time and then again. But they
Mm-hmm.
were trying to steal it. They weren't trying to get any valuables out the car. They were trying to steal the car. But I had the safety feature on it. I had a Hyundai. And when
Mm-hmm.
I one day I went to get my headlight fixed at the Hyundai dealership a month before the first break in, I was wondering what took so long. I'm like, they just putting a headlight in. The man said they went ahead and installed a security feature because those cars kept getting stolen. And I was like, oh yeah, they are. They were getting stolen at one point. He was like, and they still are. So a month later, it got broken into. They didn't get it. I saw where they were trying to, rig it. And I started parking it somewhere else. They did it again. So I'm like, okay, maybe I do need to move. Maybe not out of Charlotte, but I need to move. So basically, everything that was comfortable became uncomfortable. I
Yeah.
was comfortable with my job. Things on the job started getting weird, and then I was comfortable, like I said, in my place, my job. I had my car. Everything just started kind of just getting uncomfortable. Everything that was comfortable got uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? Maybe I do need to just make this move as a step of faith. I just want to make sure I got my job. So I went from just doing showcases in Charlotte to coming up here and surprisingly just singing with band after band after band. Eventually I was able to curate not my own personal band, but I was able to put a band together and do my own show for the
Mm-hmm.
first time, here in Macon, Georgia. So not saying I wouldn't have been able to do that there, but following faith, things just got bigger after I made that move. And I didn't even fully understand why I should have made it. Some when you leave your hometown, you don't really want to be in a rush to come back. Maybe to visit, So I just felt pulled. It had been 20 years since I had been back here, so that was one of the biggest sacrifices I made. I would say
Mm-hmm.
lately, yeah.
So, what advice would you give someone struggling with this, with the, with making some similar sacrifices?
Put God first. Pray every day. I want to say go to church, but that's up to you. So that and free yourself of things that aren't good for you, so you can hear the voice of God when He's telling you to do something. You know, yeah, and just follow God. If it don't feel right, it ain't right. If that person keep on showing you toxic signs, take it for what it is, and we got to take stuff for what it is and not what we want it to be or what we hope for it to be. You know what I mean? We got to take it for what it is. Okay. So I could give several examples of that, but just take stuff for what it is, not what you want it to be, and work off of that. So yeah, somebody ain't good for you. They keep cheating on you. Stop thinking that if you start wearing sexier dresses, they're gonna stop. No, they're a cheater. Accept it. Don't hate them for it. Just move on because that's not good for you right now. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. So we just gotta put stuff on paper and just make room. Get rid of toxic friends, toxic habits that you
Mm-hmm.
can, and that way you have room to do other things. So that's what I would say.
Okay. So, what does success look like to you beyond fame and money?
Peace. And you said beyond money because I was going to say financial stability. Peace, peace. Doing what you love, the ability to do what you love, and have the support around you so that you can continue doing what you love. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling like that right now. And it took me making that sacrifice because I left a man as well. We were supposed to do this together, but I know that had he came with me, I wouldn't have been able to do some of the things that I've been doing. I wouldn't have been as focused, So great guy, it's just sometimes we just gotta hear that voice and know when it's that voice and
Yeah.
just know that, it was like he told me like this isn't for y'all, this is for you. I just made you think it was for y'all so you could put in the work to do it. Because had I known I was doing this by myself, I wouldn't have started talking to my manager and started talking to the landlord and doing that. I wouldn't have done nothing. I would have sat right where I was at and been doing the same thing I was doing. So yeah, that's my answer for that.
Okay. All right. So right now I want you to let everybody know where they can find you at, where they can find your music. where
Yeah.
you're gonna be at next.
Yeah.
When the next time we gonna see you and hear from you.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. So this is your Q Love. Tapping in. You can find me on Facebook at Quadira Love. It is QADIRAHLOVE. And I'm on Instagram at It's Q Love, ITSQLOVE. I have two singles currently released. One is called Ocean by Q Love on all platforms, even social media. The other one is called Wow by Q Love as well on all platforms. And this weekend, y'all can catch me in Charlotte at the Heist Brewery for the Queen City Awards R&B Showcase. I'm excited about that. And after that, just be on the lookout. Follow my social media pages for my next events. We got some stuff coming up here in Macon. Everything's just getting solidified. But more so, just look out for the release of that WoW video and some more marketing and promotions. Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking forward to the wild video.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm
I'm
looking forward
definitely
to the
looking forward
weekend. We'll get to the video after
to.
that.
I
Yeah.
want to thank you so much for sitting with me and talking with me. It was really really entertaining. I really enjoyed talking to
I
you.
enjoyed you too. And I just met you. It's so nice to meet you. I didn't know who I was going to be talking to. He was like, I'm making questions for her. I'm like, who is her? So, but yeah, it's nice to meet
Yes,
you. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you for
your
just
songs
allowing
and
me to speak stuff.
your songs are amazing. I listened to
Thank
both
you.
of them. I did. I think I listened to them like 3 or 4 times. Three or four
Yay!
times.
That's what I want. So, what
Three
it
or four
all say my
times.
bio. It's gonna make you want to put it on repeat. That's the goal. But I am
Yes,
working on different, lanes. I'm working on some more upbeat songs and some more melodic songs and training my voice as well. So thank you. That's so good to
yes.
hear. Thank you. Because I
You
write all of my
definitely.
music, so I pour a lot into it. Thank you.
That's good. And that if you wrote that, that was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. I was
That
in the
was
band as well, so I got a little musical ear background, the school band. But yeah, I just love music, so I appreciate that. I
yes, you're
definitely
very
do.
talented. I can't wait to hear more from you. Um, so I will see you on Saturday.
You gonna be there Saturday?
Yes, I should be there
Okay, all
Saturday.
right, 8 p.m. sharp. Now we got to take a picture now. Don't be lying. I know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, cool. Look forward to see y'all Saturday. Thanks again for this
Yes.
opportunity. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah.
And thank you to everyone who stopped by, who listened to us, who caught her music. Because her song was the song on the flyer that I put out on
Oh
social
my
media.
God, thank y'all for doing that. Man, go ahead.
Woo!
I'm be
Girl,
thanking y'all all
I
day.
had to put
Yeah,
it
I
on
about
there.
cried when I heard that. I was like, they put my song. I was calling them out. Like, they put my song on. Go listen. I'm going to share it to you. Thank
Yeah,
y'all so much. Thank you.
it's an amazing song. It's an amazing song. I can't wait to hear more from you.
Thank you.
So, to all of you out there, as always, stay connected, and I'll see you next time.
All right. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Peace. Mm-mm.